Hello everybody, this is Inthogwin, and today we're going to be playing some Proverbs. I haven't played this in a little while, and I kind of just felt like maybe hopping back into it and seeing what we can do. I think I'm going to start with a smaller section. And yeah, just wanted to kind of get on here and just talk a little bit. I like talking, so it doesn't hurt anything. Let's see. So, my AC decided to go out on me, which is kind of unfortunate. Not quite sure how I'm supposed to feel about that. And of course it goes out during the hottest time of the year, so that kind of really sucked. I think we're going to go ahead and maybe try doing a little bit of a guessing game. So let's see, there's 8 right here, there's that 1 right there. 7, so we got what? That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. This one's already good right here, so that's done. So yeah, our AC decided to quit, and it's really... actually, probably the best week for it to quit out if it was going to, which sounds silly, I know. Having a good time for it to quit out is almost never, which I would much rather it never have decided to go kaput, but since it kind of did, I mean, what am I going to do? Cry over it? Kind of felt like it for a little bit. Actually, we knew that something like this was going to be happening, so, oopsie. So we've been planning for it. So we got the house, like, okay, let's just make sure that we have a little bit of an emergency fund. And we do. So it ain't like it's the end of the world. Oh. So let me see. So we got, oh yeah, 'cause it's like this. So we got 3, there's 2, so we have 2 more left with that one. And so I guess it's really kind of difficult to figure out what we're going to do there because these 3s are kind of attached to each other. But yeah, it's definitely not ideal. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's that. 3. So we got a couple quotes. They're supposed to be coming in, people looking at it, but they're not able to do it for a week. So I called them this Monday, and they said next Monday we're able to potentially come and look. So there's just a lot of waiting, and not quite sure how much it's going to potentially be, and all the fun stuff revolving around that. So yeah, two-faced. Someone insincere or deceitful. Yeah, that's what two-faced means. So I kind of like how you can see there's 2 faces in there. So that's why it's just kind of neat. You get the little wisdoms and a little photo to go along with it. So I was kind of going up here. I was like, just like that one. I just like a little small section. Like this right here looks small, but is it connected? It's connected to the bigger one. The bigger ones can kind of be a little bit problematic. They take quite a bit of time, depending. So let's see. We might. This split right here, so let's go and try this one out. But yeah, just hoping that it's within a decent budget for however it's going to end up coming along and being. So yay, fun stuff indeed. Let's see, 7, so you need to get rid of 2. 2. So this one needs 3. So like it probably wants to just go like right here, do something like that, and then do that. But once again, I'm not quite sure if that's going to be correct or not. So that, how did it go right there? So, because there's a 4 right here, so there's 4 right there. 7, so that's 1 right there. 5, so it's 3, 4, 5 for you. That's red. 2, that. 3, that's 2. That's that complete. Okay, let's just move on to over here. 2 up here. I see that already. Okay, so it's already there, right there. So that little clear hint button, that really does help. But you see it removes a little bit more, so it's not like it's absolutely giving you a total answer. These are all just mostly about finding out where you can start or where you should start. So there's a 6 right there. So with that, we got a 4 right there. The 5 will be right there. So we already got the 2 right there. 3. There. So kind of just how you go about doing it, is finding those spots where you're supposed to start at. Here we go. 3. So we could do something like that. I'm not sure if that's going to be correct or not. 3, 4, 5, 6. We still haven't gotten an error, so I'm assuming that's probably decent enough for it there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one has that 1, this one has that 1, so that's good right there. Okay, there we go. So yeah, just really peaceful, really relaxing. 5. There's a lot of different video ideas that I've been kind of working on. I've been doing the crime scene not the crime scene cleaner. They did just release an update for that not too long ago. But the crime simulator game, I've actually really enjoyed that. I need to play more of it though. But with the AC going out, like I said, it's made it really difficult to want to record because we have 2 computers in one room. So it gets really hot when they're both on, which typically they're not both on, but if they do tend to come on, then you're boiling. And I have my dad gave me a little AC unit, so that's been really helpful. But it's not, our windows of this old house we have is really big, so it doesn't fit in there all the way, so we had to make a shim, and it's like a tent AC, so it has a pipe. It's kind of confusing. Like you put 2 pipes up to it, and you can kind of make it go where you want it to go, the AC, but you have to cook it out the window. So we do that. It kind of is not so good for the bigger rooms that we have because our rooms are kind of big. This house is from 1929, so it's just kind of trying to figure out the best time of day, making sure that when it gets full, you empty out the water, because there is like a little thing that plugs into the back of it, but it doesn't necessarily work too well, sadly. So it's not a headache. I'm very thankful for having it, but it's just not as efficient as you'd want it to be, like a full house, obviously. Let's see. Do something like that, maybe 4, so that's 5, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3. Is that 3? Ooh, okay, so now basically what I just did there is I kind of moved really fast, and I'm kind of guessing, which is not really good. What will end up happening is, oopsie, we'll end up getting to the top up here and potentially having a problem. So I guess we can go ahead and just see what ends up happening. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Let's see if any of these turn red. It's 3. Okay. 3. Oh, nope, that worked surprisingly well. Just going to clear the errors just because it was annoying. So yeah, Monday is the day we're supposed to get that estimate coming in. I'm very hoping that we get something decent, and I'm not quite sure when we'll be able to get on the schedule. We got 2 estimates. I submitted requests from 3 companies, but the other company that we have, which they're really well known around this area, I guess, they said, "Oh yeah, we'll get someone to look at doing this." And they never called me, never called back for actually putting me on the schedule. And I'm kind of just like, I don't know if I really care enough to want to go through and look at getting just the extra quote. I think 2 will be fine. There's one company I think we're going to definitely go with. Not that the other ones are bad, but we have a friend recommend to us, and she used to work for them, and she said they're pretty good. So kind of want to trust her word a little bit on that. We'll just see. But like I said, I want to get a couple quotes at least. That's why I went through and did that, because I want to do my due diligence as a homeowner, not blindly just be like, oh yeah, sure, because I don't work in that field. I was a bricklayer for a little while. I'm not a AC repair guy, so I don't know what a good price is, especially these days. You can look online and see, oh, I'm looking at probably around $10,000 for a AC and heater replacement, 10 to 14. So it's kind of a $4,000 gap potentially. I don't know what kind of deals are being run right now, so I'm just wanting to make sure that I be responsible and get a couple extra little quotes. this surprisingly itches a spot in my brain that is very pleasing. I've done Picrosses before, I think is what they're called. Where you have like the rows and they kind of tell you like, oh, 2 in this one. So you gotta figure out which 2 it is and it makes a picture at the end usually. I've done those before. They don't, this game just does something a little bit different. This one just feels a whole lot more nicer. I think it's probably just because you actually have like a major goal, like a bigger actual picture. Maybe I just like storybooks, I don't know. I'm not sure what it is, but there's just something really enjoyable about this. Okay, we're starting to hit that again. There. Oop, yep, did that. We're kind of cruising through this right now. It's kind of nice. 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, let's see. 2, okay, 6, 2, 3. There we go. Gonna go down this house. Let's see if we can do one more small one. Oh, let's go with this one right here. Why not? 8 up here. Let's see that off the rip. Oh. 4, 3, 1, 1. 3. Let's see. 6, 2, 4, 2, 2. 5. So 4, 5, 6, 4. So here we are. 3. Let's be right there. 5, 3, 4, 5. 3, 5. So 2. Okay. Here we go. That's kind of a really quick one. There we go. So yeah, this is just nice. I think I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and do some smaller videos of this and post through here. So yeah, I'm gonna end this right here. This has been Thog1. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and consider subscribing. It would be a lot. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. So yeah, until next time, see you later.